Hello. Good evening-ish. Evening things. Yeah. Hello. Uh, Loomis. Yeah, it has been a while. How are you doing, mate? I'm all right. I am rehoused. That's why I haven't been here for you to drop in. I found a place eventually. So back in 22 it was, wasn't it? Because I have moved twice since then. So yeah, it's I'm sorry, I completely forgot you for a moment. I remember you now. Is someone else dropped in when I was at my last place about 3 months ago with a really similar name to yours and a similar picture as well, and I thought you were them. But no, I remember you now. Sorry. It's similar to me, and I'm very dyslexic, so make of that what you will. It's probably not similar in reality. So yeah. It's yeah, it's one of them. No, I was going to buy a suit, but then when everything happened, we had to put it off for a bit. Oh, which suit was yours? Yeah, which one were you after, dude? Reach. Was it a full reach? Full reach armor, yeah. That was back in 22. Jesus, yeah, because that might be. Was that when the murder happened? Like above the flat I was in, and it might have. I think we might have some pictures in our old Facebook chats. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, dude, I'm back open for commissions. Right now, I'm building a Ninja Turtle for myself. So it's one of them. There he is. Work in progress. So far, so good. He's looking all right. So yeah. Show me a message, dude. We'll talk. We'll get back on track with it. I like doing reach armors as well. So yeah. Thank you. I'm making the elbow. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Elbow pads right now. And I've got vinyl to cover them up with, so they're gonna they're made out of leather, and it's gonna be awesome. And I am making this guy. Yeah. Still do Halo stuff, but I've branched out. I've got obviously all the Halo armors. I can do Ninja Turtles now. I can do Warhammer. I can do Doom. I've got Doom Eternal templates. I can very easily grab hold of the new one, Dark Ages, or the 2016. What else have I got? I've got a few now. So yeah, the weapons from the games. It's funny you should mention that. I recently branched out into a 3D belt printer. So I can now print full length objects, and it just goes off like a conveyor belt. I might have to ask for a Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. I can do that. I actually can. I'll show you an example of what I can do. It's not fully painted or anything just yet, so bear that in mind. Right here I have the Sword of Omens from Thundercats. Fully 3D printed. split in half and then glued together. And yeah, my friend even managed to smash the end off it, and I've fixed it with some filler. And he snapped the hilt off the bloody thing as well, and I've managed to fully fix it. So yes, I can do swords very easily. And it's plastic, PLA. So yeah, I can do, like, swords in particular are very good on my printer because it just goes off the end like a conveyor belt. So yeah, if you want that, we'll definitely talk about that as well. I don't know if I'll have to buy the file for it, and then obviously painting, sanding, all the shit that goes along with 3D printing and what have you. But yeah, that's just primed and ready to paint now. I've been leaving it to dry for a while because I've used the hex flex stuff that I use on the armors and things, and it's just stuck to it so well, and it's covered up most of the print lines as well. I decided I was going to try it without sanding it very much, so like that's what we're looking at with it, like fully unsanded and just painted. You can still see on the blade itself like the print lines look, but this was rough. I don't mind admitting it was very rough, and it's come out like a lot smoother than it was, so I'm really happy with it. So yeah, there you go, part exemplar of stuff I can do now. The Kingdom Hearts blade, it's the key, isn't it? The key blade you're talking about is a really cool piece. I'd actually really like to do that. It is a sword. What? I didn't say it isn't a sword. It's in the name of it. It says blade. All right. I apologize if I did say that. I am sorry, but I wasn't. That wasn't a conscious thing. I didn't mean it as. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. No, No, I was just describing the old Sword of Omens there from Thundercats that I've done, and what colours are you planning for the sword? I'm just going to try and do it in its original colours. There's sort of like a matte grey for all like the hilt and the the handguard and everything, and then obviously the red around the symbol, leaving the cat black like you do. And then for the sword itself, for the actual blade, I don't know whether to just go like standard silver or something. Or try and make it like a fluorescent bluey colour, like when it glows in the thing. Try and make it look like a Damascus. Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. That's why I've left it like this. I did this like a day before yesterday, I think. And yeah, Damascus. Yeah. And I just sort of left it because I'm still pondering what I want to do. So yeah, that's a nice idea. I like that. You can have the blue in there a little bit shiny. Yeah, exactly. And mixed with the silver on the blade, yeah. Ideas. It's so cool as well. It makes that noise as well when you, like, I don't know if you pick this up, but it makes the sword sound. It's so cool. But that's why it broke. My friend was like, got drunk and went, I want to make the sound, and he smashed it off his wall. So I spent quite a while repairing it. I've put like a screw in the handguard, and then filled with like wall filler the handle itself, and then shot it all together. I could have done LEDs and stuff. Yeah, the only trouble I've got with that is that I'm not technically a qualified electrician, and if I sell it, which I may well do, then someone electrocutes themselves. I'm in the shit, you know. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but yeah, I would have loved to have done like a glow or whatever. But like the other thing as well is that the plastic's quite thick as well. None of the cosplayers are qualified. No, they're not. But they don't sell their stuff. They just sort of do TikToks and go to conventions and shit. And like my stuff ends up going into other people's possession. So yeah, and like I'm working to be properly, like, what's the word? Properly HMRC tax paying legitimate business, all of that. So like, yeah, I'm going to end up sort of liable for it. Not liable, that's printed word, isn't it? What's the word for it? Responsible, for lack of a better term. I'll be responsible if somebody hurts themselves with my props and what have you. So if I make you a keyblade for the missus, make sure the missus is bloody careful with it, alright? If one of you loses an eye, I'm going to make you sign a contract that's like, I'm not responsible for any eyes lost via keyblade assassination. But yeah, good to hear from you again, man. I like, did you just say keyblade assassination? Yes, I did, and I stand by it, and I'd do it again. The reach thing though, man. Let me know what you want. What the fuck? Yeah, you never know. I mean, she's the one that wants it. Ask her. But I told myself on this morning stream that I would concentrate, and I'm not doing any of that. I reckon I'll have to stop by the stream sometime and talk to you. Have her talk to you. Yeah. The best thing to do for like what we actually want to do and sort out actual orders and stuff is grab me on the Facebook page and shot me a load of messages. We'll be able to exchange like pictures and things, and figure out, like, for the Keyblade thing, we'll be able to figure out like which files best suit what she's after, and we can send pictures back and forth. And 2023, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense, because that was very shortly after it happened, and I was like in the middle of an existential crisis, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I still get a bit like funny about it, because I'm in a very similar building now, only I'm on the top floor and there's only 2 other flats up here. So I'm sort of on my own, and I'm very off the ground level, so no one can get to me from here. So I feel quite secure now. I'm actually, it's quite nice. Yeah, like I say, the messages through that are probably better, because then, we have more room to like go back and forth on stuff. No murders so far, no. Not in this building. No. Yeah, that we can go back and forth about like a reach thing if you still want to do that. Do you still want the reach suit? Is that still something you fancy? Do you want a bit of it? while you ponder, I'm going to try and figure this out. Right. I've got one bit of this left. And I'm going to have to sacrifice it to the elbow gods. I'm going to step out for a bit. I've got to put my son to bed. Yeah, no worries, man. Just, I ain't going nowhere. Not for a few hours. I'm going to pop this on here. Aye, aye, aye. I'm glad to, like, it seems from that little interaction that the Twitch is actually quite close to, I had something like a 7-second delay last night, so this one's clearly a little bit more with it. Oh, that does look nice, actually. Yeah. Anyway, I've done that one. Right. I am probably being silly, but I am gonna make both elbows at the same time. So I'm redoing what I did earlier and making this top part of the elbow banana. Because it looks like a banana, doesn't it? Anyway. Anybody? No? Yeah, so I'm going to make both at the same time for left and right. And that way I'm not going to lose where I am because all these strips look so similar. And I'm about to like start cutting other ones out for the because there's 3 bananas. 3 bananas on each elbow pad. So I've got to like try and keep track of that somehow. So the best way to do that in my head is to do it all together and pray to the gods. Damn it. Keep a banana next to it for reference. Yeah, definitely. The white foam banana. I was trying to do Rickman again, Alan Rickman, and it didn't work. And I need to say Worm Boy to unlock Alan Rickman again. I'm also really croaky from what I suspect is hay fever still. Worm Boy. White banana. That was terrible. Oh my god, no. Shoot the glass. Hay fever. I thought y'all got rid of that in the Dark Ages. Yeah. Well, see now, I'm 42 years old. I never had hay fever until I was 39. 39 years old, and I got hay fever for the first time that summer. I never forget. It was bloody horrible, and I'm not used to it, so I keep forgetting to take like antihistamines and stuff, and I just like end up croaking and eye streaming and itching my way through life while completely forgetting. Pretty good run. Yeah, well, it only seems to be my area as well. As soon as I get out of area, like I go 20 miles in any, like 20, 30 miles in any direction, and it eases off significantly. So I can only imagine that the agriculture in this area is responsible for it. In this specific area where I am, because it's dire. and I've got hopes and dreams of moving to the big city. To the big city of New York City. Not New York. I won't be going to New York. Burning the candle. Excuse me. Hello, Naz. What candle? What are you talking about? Is it because you're awake at nearly 11 o'clock? Right. Did I need... No, it's all right. Right. Normal, straight, upright, blade. Oh, right. Just finished and painting. Oh, streaming late. Not really. I've been doing it kind of late recently. Yeah. Right. It's sort of gone into routine. I'm just like, though. So, God knows how long I'll last. It's also quite hot. I can't be asked putting the fan on because it's so loud. You're croaky too. Yeah. I was just saying it's hay fever. You must have missed that. And yeah, I've not had it very long in general, so I always forget about antihistamines, and I just croak through life. Oh my god! God. Oh, I've missed you. Sorry. Grass pollen, is that what it is? Jesus Christ. My wife has tasked me with dishes instead of like bedtime routine, so your dishes instead, so you're here. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to dig out our old messages. I've had so many sort of like false starts from other people since we spoke in 2023 that, yeah, I'll have to dig your messages out, dude. Which one's this? This is the top one. Yeah, that's that one. Sorry, I've been stood waiting for the cat to make its mind up on what it wants in life. And the answer was to roll around and fall off the back step. Then look at me like I did it. I mean, standard. That's pretty much standard, isn't it? For him. Right. Right, so it needs to be a slight angle on the bottom. Just slight. Mine does the same. All our cats share a brain cell. Yeah, it is in fact a ginger cat as well. Naz has just put his emoji. That is actually him in emoji form. Mine rarely has a brain cell. He lays in front of my tyre when I get in my car. Yep. That he does. He's a clever boy. Right, we're doing a very slight one on the inside here. Very slight. Very, very slight. There we go. Tries to get on the school bus. He does, yeah. What the hell? Oh, I've just stabbed it. Right. Yeah, that looks about right. And then that's the bottom of that. So this is the middle. And we've got a decent angle on that, so we don't need a decent one on the bottom so much, but I am going to give it a little one. And then we want, and then what is it, an ever so slight one on the bottom there? Maybe on the top, sorry. We'll see. Right. The list goes on. Screams at the food bowl when it's full till you point at it. Yeah. Yeah, he does that as well, doesn't he? He's just excellent. In every way. In every conceivable fashion. He's just excellent. He's the man. The myth. The legend. There's a massive lamp on the TV. And I don't want to move it because it looks happy. That's nice. I've been retasked with bedtime. My word. My word. Right, is that about... That is about right. Excellent. We have lift off, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't take long. Also excellent. Right. Put it together largely like I did before. So basically making it look like a... yeah, I'm going to make it look like a proper banana. Like a peeled banana. Oh, he sent me a message. Yeah, I just got that. Let me have a look. Dee-dee-dee. It says order placed on your thing. Did you actually... Oh my god. Oh, so you paid a deposit in the back then, didn't you? Right. Okay. We had to cancel. You were moving, and I was. Bunch of stuff happened. Yeah. Yeah, it did, didn't it? The one and only cat is here. Hey, cat. Welcome. Nice to see you. I can't see you, but nice to see me. Yeah, welcome back, cat. Oh, it's a lovely day, isn't it? Don't worry though, I'll resend payment whenever the wife finally agrees to me getting the suit. That's fair. That's fair. Oh no, I've done it wrong. Oh shite. Right, I know what to do. I have dealt with this before. I thought you meant cat, and I started looking around the. No, it's the other one and only cat. The human cat. How's things going, cat? Anyway, it's cat, yeah. Oh my god. It cat entered the chat. No, we're still working that out. And we will. That's I've got it stored in the box it will travel in. Bear with me. Good point about getting some tattoo. About to get some tattoo work done. Awesome. What are you getting done? Whoopsie days. I have a sleeve of Studio Ghibli. Or Ghibli, I suppose. It's Ghibli, isn't it? I prefer Ghibli. And Tim Burton. Excellent choices. Excellent choices indeed. So yeah, you'll have to send me pictures of that. I need to see that. It goes down in September. That will be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, let me know. I want to see. I like both those things. It should be about 17.5 price reduction in a 12.8 VAT reduction. What are we talking about? Tattoo sleeve VAT reduction? VAT? What? Okay. International postage prices are coming down in September. That's very interesting. Loomis, was it an ODST Spartan that you wanted? Like Reach ODST Spartan? Was that what it was? Because you'll have to jog my memory. I've completely forgotten. Yeah, that's what it was. Well, you can change it any time. I mean, the part of me doing this on stream, you could change it on the fly, as we're going, because I generally, with the Reach suits, I start with the generic stuff like the basic chest, the basic arms, and all the rest of it, and then the main thing to change is the helmet and stuff, isn't it? So, and all the rest of it's attachments anyway that you just add on to what's already there. So, you're sending me more stuff. Oh, yeah. That guy. Yeah. That's I always call it the George arms, the shoulders, the thingy chest. We can change those bits though, can't we? It's anything you want, basically. if you like that helmet, we'll stick with that helmet. You can interchange all the attachments that go onto it, like in the game. I have all like the separate templates. And sometime with the Reach ones, I like to do it with Velcro as well. So like you put like a chest attachment on, you can just rip it off and have another one made instead, and just change it like you do in the game. And like I like doing that with like the arms as well. But a lot of people just go like, no, just stick it on. I'm like, all right, I suppose if you don't want fun. I was having a think about doing resin visors, but one-way mirroring them would be a nightmare. Yeah, well, I don't. That's the only problem I've got is the visors are still a problem because I've lost my visor guy. Yeah, Luma's update. I've lost my visor guy. So it might make financial sense for me to not charge you for a visor, and you because you're in the US, aren't you? If I remember correctly. I'm sure he's there. But yeah, it makes more financial sense on your end for me to just make you a helmet and you source a visor yourself, and then just glue it in when you get it, sort of thing. Otherwise, I end up having to get one from America, shipped to me, and then put it in a helmet, then ship it back to you, sort of thing. And it just doesn't make sense for one piece of plastic to make that journey twice, you know. So, yeah, depending on what you decide, then we can go from there. What are you saying to me, Naz? What's that? Yeah, for a Master Chief one, that's quite good. Is it just the one, or is it? Why did it jump from 30 quid to like 47 all of a sudden? Yellow dyed, yellow and tinted, £57.80. Yeah, there you go. It's the same price as buying one from Barnardoof Studios or whatever, who makes real high quality good stuff. It costs about 60 quid per visor, but then I have to pay 30 quid shipping it to me. So it's about the same on like that eBay thing, but they don't look quite as high quality, sadly. And yeah, colour and tint's a thing, isn't it? But like, yeah, I really want to do it because I've now got the capacity to make like a book for the actual plastic moulding process. I can do that now. Now I've got the 3D printer and everything, but I don't know about the tinting it and colouring it and then one-way reflecting and all that shit you have to do afterwards. And do I have time to do that while I'm trying to 3D print stuff, while I'm trying to make, these? Do you recall the attachments that Carter has on his helmet? Yes. With the JFO helmet. Yes, because I've got the Carter files themselves. Let's go down a rabbit hole together. Let's have a go, shall we? Put this up here, and we'll go here. So, out of here and here, right? We've got that's a separate thing I was putting together years ago. Halo Reach armor. So we've got Carter's helmet attachments. That's just the one. That's the is like little yeah, see you later, Naz. Good night. Yeah, that's his little thingamy. Front attachment. Oh, shut up. That's his chest, isn't it? I don't remember that being on his helmet. Shoulders, helmet, attachment. That's his helmet in general, isn't it? Okay, fancy colours. Look at that. What you sent me? Let's have a look. That helmet with that attachment. What was that called? I forget what it's called. JFO. 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 I'm sure I have those different ones. Oh, my eyes. That's just the basic Mark 6 June. None of the Noble team have that helmet, if I remember correctly. Reach permutations. I don't think I've got that helmet at the moment, but I can easily find it. We'll have to... It's the com attachment, okay. So it'll be in the permutations and armor accessories. What did you call it? The com attachment. I wonder if it was in tactical. No. 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 I just thought I'd check. I'll find it. You've given me the names of it now. I'll be able to easily, I'll be able to find it, and we'll go from there. It'll be fine. What you got? Sorry, I've not paid attention to the chat at all there. And the com attachment from Carter. Was that one like that I had up on the screen? Actually, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that's actually in Carter's file, so I can find that. That's fine. Yeah, so it's the JFO helmet, the Carter's com attachment. It's the orange and white attachment. Yeah. We're all good. Yeah. I'm with you. And there's another one I'll find the name for later. Yeah. No worries, man. Yeah, well, I think I quoted you like a reasonable price back then. I reckon we could probably go with that same price that I quoted, because I went back and looked. I think so yeah, I think that'll be fine. It still makes sense in this economy. I do take a tiny bit more as a deposit these days, though. I was sort of leaving myself a bit short with the deposits before, so I do take about twice what I asked for before, if you know what I mean. So yeah. And also Cash App has been removed. I think that's how you paid before. Cash App's been removed from Europe, so we don't have it over here anymore. So it might have to be a direct transfer. I'm trying to get my account back off PayPal, and they've like closed my account for security reasons apparently. But I don't know why that is, and I don't know, and they won't talk to me about it over the phone because my password doesn't work. So whatever that means, you know. And I was going round in circles, and I was like, yeah, I'm calling up because my password doesn't work. And she's like, so do you have a password? Like, yeah, I do, and it doesn't work. It was the worst conversation I've ever had, and then realised, right, I'm never getting this back. It's gonna be really difficult to do this business, and just cross fingers that people are happy to actually transfer into my bank account. You know, it's a lot to ask of people over the internet. You know, I suppose the one thing I have working in my favour is I'm right here. You know, and therefore I could be held to scrutiny and accountability for not doing what I should be doing. And the bonus is you get to watch me actually do what I'm doing, and make your stuff, sort of thing, as well. Does Zili work in the... I've never heard of it, dude. Never heard of it. I can use Naz's PayPal. I hesitated to do it because, you know, we're not together, and you know, I don't like the money situation is like awkward sometimes. So it's, you know, how things are in general. But as a last resort, we can do that. Zelle. Is that what it's called? Zelle. Yeah, I've never... I'm trolling you a bit, but yeah. Excellent. Well done. You got me. It's pronounced hell with a Z. Right, got you. Hell. Right, no worries. But yeah, I don't think that exists over here. Like I say, as a last resort, if it has to be PayPal, we can use Naz's PayPal. And I don't mind. Yeah, it should be cool. I don't care. Well, it doesn't matter because it doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned anyway. So all's fair in Zell and hell. So yeah. Yeah, I'd prefer to work with my bank account if you know, if you're comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with that, that's absolutely fine. Well, I'll be able to I'll use Naz's PayPal instead. It's like saying Halo and Halo are pronounced differently. Yes. Yes, it is. It's just like that, isn't it? Yes, congratulations. Right, there we go. Do these two little bits now. Yeah, as far as the Keyblade is concerned, I'll have to look into it. I'll see if I can get hold of a print file for it. In fact, I might. Do you know what? While I've got you, if you're still there, I will look for it now. I'll see if I can find it on like Thingiverse or something. Yeah, because I think with Kingdom Hearts, there's a couple of very, very slight variations of the same thing, isn't there? Like, because every game is pretty consistent with that. It always looks very similar. It's very subtle changes, isn't it? So yeah, but they're all very, very similar, aren't they? Like, you know, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Thawing. I just managed to write thawing. Why is that a thing? Get off. Just fucking do as you're told. It just opened a separate thing for history. Like, why would I? Oh, stupid, right? Keyblade. Oh, there's the Oblivion Keyblade, apparently. Right, here we are. So, like, my first go-to would be that one, because that is the one I remember. Sadly, it doesn't look like there's any other pictures of it, so that's a bit bloody... Oh, no, there you go. So essentially that one, that's like the original one, isn't it? That's in like the first 2 or 3 games or something. Come on. There we go. And yeah, that's like the classic one, isn't it? Nice big full-size one. Comes in separate pieces that I could quite easily put together. It's Gonzo. Welcome, dude. Fenrir Keyblade. There are a lot of different ones, aren't there? Mickey's Keyblade. Yeah, the one I always remember is that standard one. You know, this one. Like actually that one, because that's the one you use. Yeah, there are. Yeah, and the different characters have different ones. Yeah, I've very briefly played like 1, 2, and 3, and I didn't get very far in any of them. I got lost super fast. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Just ask her which one she wants. You know, which is her favorite. This guy is also... this guy is also this guy, but he's not. But he's also this other guy. Yeah, that's excellent. Which Keyblade would you like? That would have been my... and has 3 different blades, right? Yeah. This one's cool. I like Mickey's one. Quite interesting. Mind you, the best one I've seen has to be this one. It doesn't look very good as a file. So that's clearly got like edges and the file doesn't, or does it? Well, it sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah. But yeah, that's a cool looking one. I like that one. And this one. Imagine what fucking door that like that unlocks. So yeah. I'll send a pic on... I'll ask and send a pic on Facebook. She's responding shortly. Yeah, no worries, man. I will pop that down and we'll carry on. Carry on. And yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to be able to get a file on Thingiverse, which means it won't cost us anything. So it would just be like materials and then like time spent sanding, painting, preparing, and all that stuff. So it could work out fairly cheap, I think. that one. Oh, so it's that's that's Jack Skellington on there. Let's have a look. Christmas. Have I spelt all that wrong? No. Keyblade. I'm getting inundated with just Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Right. I don't know. Did she say what it was called? What's it say? Starlight and Pumpkinhead. She said, Pumpkinhead is Nightmare Before Christmas one. Yeah. And Starlight is the purple one with stars. Right. So the Starlight Keyblade is probably going to be easier to find. Yep, there it is. Right there. So we can definitely get a file for that. And there it is. Plain as day, right in front of us. So that's good. I think so. Starlight's easy to find, so I don't mind like just knocking that off. Pumpkinhead. Oop. I've just put Pumpkin Head, haven't I? Oh, but there it is. Okay, yeah. Easy enough. It looks like yeah. What size are you thinking? Like full size ones, or just like something you can put on your mantle type of thing and display it, or like a 3/4 size, so it's nice and big, but it's not for like taking to a convention, or what's the crack, mate? What are you thinking? So I'll download them now actually while I've got it. Like any second now. Right. Not a problem. Right, I've got the Pumpkinhead one. Let's see, the Starlight one rather. And what I'll do is right now I'll be able to give you a quote because I'll be able to whack it in my software, and we can see how long it'll take to print. And that way it also tells you how much it's going to cost in materials as well, roughly. And so on and so forth. Extract all. Let's have a look. Right. Get rid of that. And oh my word, it's very small. Yeah, let me get that up for you. Yeah, it's very small. We can scale it up. So by any percentage, you can just we'll make it 300%, for example. That's still not very large. It's oh Jesus, right? Okay, I was trying to move it. So you can, because it's a belt, it lasts forever in that direction. all we're limited by is how wide it can be. So once again, we can probably have it about that big, and are we still within? We are. And what I would do is slice that in half and then print the two sides separately, flat on the bed, like this basically. We get it to about there, and then you just slice it. And then we have, that didn't work, did it? What the hell? It didn't work. Right. Let's try that again. Roughly there. Cut. That's why, because I was being stupid. Let's see. Right, yes. Now there's errors because when you... Jesus Christ, no. Right. Yeah, when you do that, it does wreck the model, so you just do like a repair job on it and it usually fixes it. And what I normally do is, where are we? Put you to about 800, so it goes over there. And then we say, we put it flat to the bed. And go 0. And then we rotate you. So that's flat to the bed as well. And then we repair it. That was weird. Why did that not? Okay, there's still four little problems with that. Let's see if this one... Oh, that one's fully fixed. That's fine. That one. But yeah, now what we do is we just see how long it's going to take. Right, so 10 hours and 40 minutes. It'll cost only $1.65 in actual material. But it's time taken, so it's like electric, and then gluing it back together, painting it, sanding it. It doesn't look too fiddly though, like with all the details and stuff. It's not like massively, like you can get in there with a you know, sandpaper and stuff in those little cracks and stuff. It might be a bit tricky around the hilt and stuff, but it's fairly okay. So yeah, I would imagine that the other one would be the same. So I'm thinking like, and I mean that's not massively big either. I think we need to, what's the scale on it? 192 millimeters in width. That's length. Like how tall it is. 484 is, that's 48.4 centimeters. So that's not that big actually, because that's 30 right there, 30 centimeters. So this thing is going to be about that big. Like it's by no means going to be like a full size thing, if you know what I mean. We're looking like sort of that. Yeah, if you allow me to play with it a bit longer properly when I'm not on stream doing something else. About a foot, yeah. Yeah, because yeah, we use millimeters and centimeters, but we also use inches and feet. I am 6'3", for example. Yeah, if I play with that a little bit more and I also slice it in the other direction, like let's see, where are we? Like that as well. See, this means that we would fully be able to, let's try it, just as an example, move you to, let's say, 1500 over there like that, and then we can then get the scale on it and scale it up even further because we've got space now. So like from that 100% we can do that until we're, say, 140, and then in turn we'd make that 140 and then that 140, and we'd end up with something that is 600 in length, 670 something. So that's twice this. That is actually, so that's 30. That's 60. Right there. So we're talking about that long. So almost full size sort of thing. So yeah, I'll mess about. I'll see if I can get like a full size one. It'll take a lot longer to print, but as you can see, like the material costs isn't going to be a hell of a lot. What's going to take the time is all the like post print work where you like, you know, grinding it down and you know, what's the word? Yeah, like sanding it and painting it and all of that stuff is where the time taken comes into effect, you know. I've left it on that thing there, haven't I? But yeah, I'll have a proper play with it tomorrow, and I'll send you a couple of messages. Like I'll try and get you like a real decent, accurate quote. And no, I won't be doing it tonight. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I've got other shit to do, mate. Thank you. I appreciate you coming back to me. It's I won't lie. I've blocked out a lot of my interactions from that time, because it was just like, you know, a horrible, stressful time for me. So I almost didn't remember what you wanted, and then when you started talking about the actual thing, because I remember you were one of many people that I had to disappoint. So yeah, I very much appreciate you coming back. That's awesome. That's good to know. Stressful circumstances come about. Yeah. It was, and then I moved out of there, and unfortunately I was in a place where I couldn't build anything. So for 2 years I couldn't make anything. I tried my best to build a space for myself in the house that I was in, and I ran out of money because I can't hold down a real job because I'm insane, or at least I feel that way sometimes. So I ran out of money quite quickly while I was trying to put something together so that I could carry on and maybe just fulfill orders that I've not been able to finish, because obviously I had to disappoint you and say like, look, I'm not going to be able to do your suit, full stop. But I've actually got 2 suits from those times. Like one of them, funnily enough, is Kat's, who jumped in earlier, that I still have, that I never finished. I still feel absolutely fucking terrible about it. Kat and Tommy, and I, last month, no, a couple of months ago now, I was living at my brother's house, and I managed to finally finish Tommy's suit. And it's in need of painting now, and I was just getting myself to a point where I was doing it, and then I had to stop again because I ended up fully homeless. And now I'm back in here. I thought I'd just build up a bit of momentum on the stream again, and then I'm going to start painting his suit again. Oh, that's another thing. I don't know if he watches these, but Tommy, mate, I found the colour you wanted. He wanted like Reach Black, which is more like a sort of shiny matte steel colour, you know. And I found it. I went looking for it the other day and I found it. It's going to cost like a lot of money for a tub of it. So I'm going to have to wait till like a payday or something before I can get it, Tommy, dude. So bear with me. It's only been 2 years, dude. But yeah, they've been, both of them, Kat and Tommy, have both been absolutely wonderful people about this and so understanding. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was, you know, it just wonderful people, the pair of them. And yeah, through any deposits that I get, and like, say if I manage to bang out your suit dead quick, if we go that far, not only will like the final payment be going towards your shipping, but I'm going to use it towards their shipping as well. So like, whatever that was the plan, like whatever the first commission I get for a full suit is going to pay to like get me back to sort of net zero, if you know what I mean. And then I should still have some money left over to live, hopefully, you know. That's the plan anyway, and yeah, it should be good. And I'll be so happy to get like Kat's in particular, because Kat's suit I fully finished. Like, it's fully painted, everything's done, and it needed to go, and then that happened. And then not only did that happen, but the cost of shipping tripled at the same time, because we'd just gone through all that stupid Brexit shit over here, and I couldn't afford to send it to her with the amount that that she'd paid, and she'd also paid early. So some of what I could have used, because I'd saved what needed to be used, you know, from the original quote when I got my standard shipping price and everything was sorted. I put that money aside, you know, like you do, to do the shipping and everything, and then it was tripled. And because she'd paid early, which is not a bad thing, we don't cry about that. But yeah, by the time it got to that point, the money that I could have put towards it had gone. I was just like up shit's creek without a paddle, basically, and I was absolutely gutted. And then I had to go around telling everybody, such as yourself, like, I'm not going to be able to do this. And I was halfway through making Tommy's suit at the time, and I was like, Tommy, mate, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to do this. It was horrible. absolutely terrible. I still don't feel good about it, to be fair. Like, and I don't think I ever will, really, because it was like a huge disappointment for me. So I can only imagine what it must have felt like for them, like both of them. But that's the plan. Possibly with your help, sir. The couple of 3D prints in a reach suit, you know, I could hopefully redeem myself in my own eyes, because they don't judge me. They're happy. They're fine with it. I mean, they're not going to be happy, but you know, get you back in business. Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, it's just you know, it just sucked at the time. I'm always down. Awesome. Yeah. It's like I say, I'll get to looking into that properly tomorrow. Oh yeah, what's your brother interested in? ODST, awesome. I've wanted to make one of those for a while. I think I've only ever made a helmet for ODST, so I really would love to do that, and it would cost about the same as what I've quoted you as well. So you can let him know it would be about that. It depends as well, because like if he wants like the Halo 3 ODST, it would be about that. I think when you get into like Spartan territory, it's a bit of a bigger build because there's more armor involved. There's quite a bit for ODST as it happens, but it's not quite as full body covering as it like the there's like shoulder parts, but not all the way around the bicep type of thing. You know what I mean. So yeah, you can tell him more or less that it'd be around about the same. I've wanted to watch an to make an ODST for ages. I'd love to. So yeah, that'd be cool. Definitely send him my way, please. Right. Finally, now I've done those two bananas, I can move on to the second banana. Right, I think I cut out the wrong ones earlier, and that might have been where we need to be now. So it's this one. Oh no. This one. This one. And that's, yeah, so that's already cut out. Yep, that's this one. And then this one, which is that one. And then this one, which is I'm sorry, I should have had you on there. Right, so that's this one. The big one on the outside, right, okay. So that's that. It's just the top one I'm confused about. Oh, that's on there as well. Right, so we don't need this then. Or this, as it happens. Is this one for the bottom one then? Yes, it is. Okay. No worries. No worries. I just told him about the TMNT suit, and he said, I'm going to I'm going to bust. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. I'm so happy with how it's coming out, you know. Those little cheeks that I've given him, I'm so happy about those. Look at this. I did that with foam clay, dude. and like his little eyebrow, like his forehead and stuff, and the details that are going to be under his purple bandana. So yeah. Well, it's the I'm going for this guy. I'm going for OG Donny. So that's what it is. And hold on. I have. Once I've made these banana things, they're going to be covered in this, like brown vinyl, which looks like leather. So that's gonna do the straps and everything. And then that's the material. And I did this earlier, and I got so excited because if you just like poke it in the eyes and then pull, like it just looks cool already with all the like stuff underneath it and everything. So yeah, I'm just really fucking excited about that. It's just I'm so. So that's what these are. These are going to be the shoulder, the elbows, and I've already made like the torso bit that goes under the front shell. His arms on the side here. I'm going to end up covering in foam clay to make the muscles properly. There you go. And obviously go over the shoulders to make like muscly shoulders and stuff. I don't have to bother with this because that's going to be covered with like the front shell, and then the back shell's going on the back. I'm going to do some neck stuff so it doesn't look like Iron Man. And yeah. And he sits on there quite nicely. Like so. Oh my god. Right. Get over there, you. So yeah, it's exciting times, you know what I mean? Very exciting. Are you going to make a shredder too? I could. I can definitely make the helmet and probably all like the spikes and stuff, but I'm not in any rush to do so. I really want to do the this turtle, and it's going to take a while. So yeah, why is it making me? What the hell's going on? Right. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I was going to try and offer turtles as like a commission, but I'm thinking now that I'm going to have to like leave it because of the amount of stuff that I'm having to do. It's becoming quite a mammoth task to put together. It's going to take a long time, and then I'm going to end up putting it on the back burner to make like your suit, for example. If you make a deposit, I'll end up doing your stuff first because you're paying me to do it, and then I'll come back to it. And then, do you know what I mean? So it's going to be a while, and the foam clay thing to actually mimic the skin and the dimples and stuff, that takes a long time. And I'm going to end up having to do all the muscles on the arms. I'm going to have to do the legs as well. Little daft things you don't think about when you're used to making Halo armor is I'm going to have to do fingernails. Like he's got the, I've got to do the fingernails. Just little things like that you occur to you, like after the fact when you start doing it, and the feet, yeah, you gotta do the toenails, gotta do like the ankles and all of that, and it's all gonna be foam clay on top of a basic foam template, and I'll show you because it's quite interesting. There's actually like he did like a full thing, so you can see the whole of it, of what it sort of looks like as a full thing. As you can see, like the hands and stuff are very basic, and then the feet are quite basic as well, and then everything's just nice and straightforward. But yeah, it needs you need to do like quite a bit of like work to make it look like, you know, a thing. Like there's little circles there for your fingernails, so it can work as like a template. Are you going to be hands flexible? Yeah, because I am using 5mm sort of squashy foam for the for all like the movable bits. I'm doing that, and I haven't changed the camera. But like, I've got like movable bits. They're all like squishy foam type thing for all of that. And then for any of like the shell stuff, I'm using this stuff, the stuff I use for the armor, the 10mm extremely thick and extremely hard stuff. So yeah, that's for the harder parts, obviously. And then I think for the belts themselves, the actual belt that goes round on Donny, I'm just going to use that vinyl. I'm not going to bother doing this to then cover in vinyl. It's just that the elbow pads and the knee pads have like a real specific shape to them, don't they? And the way these templates work, if you start slicing up the vinyl in the same way that you do foam, it's not going back together. It'll look like shit. So what I'm going to do is literally just use this as a template once it's done, you know, and get it on there. I'll cut out this piece and then glue it to this, and then it's got bulk and substance to it, like much like it actually does on the things, you know, they're quite thick and bulky. So that's the plan. But I want to do this with it. I don't know if you saw, not so long ago, there was some dude had done like CGI test footage with both Leonardo and Donatello. And 2 seconds. And it's just unreal. But like, they put the bandages on them like the IDW comics. So I really want to do that as well. And I mean, how awesome does that look? And he also did Donatello. So this is the Donny I want. Where are you? Look at that. Look at him. Yeah, I'm definitely... Oh, why am I on here? Oh my god, that's weird. My YouTube channel's a different one to the one that we're on here, and it started playing back my own stream to me. A little more work, but at the same time, a little less. Sort of, yeah, because you can do the bandages instead of the wrist things, and yeah, and I just also I love the look of those tests. They looked amazing, and I'm hoping that because they're doing a live action adaptation of the last Ronin comic. I don't know if you heard about that. That was sort of a massive Ninja Turtle event that happened, and You just have to shape the bandages like the muscles and wrist ankle. Yeah, and all I would do is actually get real gauze bandages, like actual ones, and you just put them on bit by bit. Like mark out where you want them, put them on bit by bit, glue them down. Sorted. Last Ronin's epic, yeah, it is, and they're making not only a AAA video game of it, but they're making a live action thing, and the director has been petitioning to get Judith Hoag in there, who was the actress that played April O'Neil in the original movie, to play April in the Ronin movie. Which, I mean, yeah, what a casting idea, and I really hope that comes off. I really, really do, because that would just be awesome. Yeah, and then they would hopefully like adapt the comic, but then loosely tie it to that original movie. And how good would that be to? And then I wonder if the voice actor of Mikey from those days would reprise his role as a little bit more of a gruff, you know. I hope they don't as well. Same. Yeah. As a, massive Ninja Turtle nerd, what boys? The boys. Oh, the Power Rangers, right? Yeah. See, I didn't mind that movie too much. I thought it was all right. They could definitely have done a hell of a lot worse, like a lot worse. It could have been fucking horrible, that thing. Why is that in two halves? Oh, I remember why, because I did that. Yeah, it could have been scary bad, that. Okay, so it's the two bottom ones, right? Yeah, and as it turned out, it was just a bit boring, in my opinion, that film. And the Goldar was bad. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there was no redeeming that, unfortunately. But yeah, I thought the film was all right. It was just like nothing happened. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing happened. Yeah, here's how it started. They were going to do like a trilogy, apparently, and it was going to be its own little continuity timeline type of thing, and it was going to, they were going to, the next film apparently was going to have Rita's Green Ranger power that she clearly had, was going to be transferred into like a Tommy character as well. So they were going to do like the Green Ranger Dragon Zord side of things as well in like subsequent films, and it's never going to happen now because it failed. Like I say, I don't think it was a terrible film. I just thought it was boring. Like it was just nothing happened, and it came out right in the midst of all the like Marvel stuff was like geared right up, wasn't it? Like we'd already had like, I don't know, we had like all the Avengers movies by then, like the last Avengers movies. I can't remember. It's all a blur. So yeah, I think by comparison, like all those films were already in like the zeitgeist and things were exciting. There were Winter Soldier and, there were Avengers Endgame and, all of that was going on. and then you get a Power Rangers film where very little happens, and they don't even do much teen drama stuff in it either, so there really was nothing happening. And I can't remember a single line of dialogue. I can't remember what happens. I can only just barely remember the people that were in it. Yeah. So it's just a shame, really. That's a sore spot for me as well, because I liked the DC stuff that was happening. Particularly, you know, Zack Snyder's stuff. I hated all the other stuff that sprung out of it, and like but yeah, I liked the stuff he did, and I was hoping that Justice League would have come out the way it was supposed to, i.e. Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then that would have got like its sequels, and then we could have just left it for me. I haven't either. I think I'm just burnt out in general. I'm not watching films as much as I used to, except to be like older films that I really enjoy. So, you know. Yeah, I just make shit now, man. And you know, I don't play many video games anymore. I don't watch very many movies anymore. I just make shit. And, you know, make music and 3D print shit and draw and like I'm just a creative powerhouse. It's just like all that stuff's in my head all the time. Anywho, right, I'm going to try and do this in sort of order. Which one's the bigger one? Right, so that's the top one. And then we've got that one underneath it. Which is weird, I'm doing it in reverse. So it's like that. I think. Is that? Yeah, that's right. No, that's wrong. Because that's like that. Oh my god, this is so confusing. Oh god almighty, right. So that's the other way around because it's a banana. So I'm putting that there. So my brain doesn't explode. Right, then which one of these thick boys is which? Right, well, they're not the same, I can tell you that much, but I like that. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Okay. Right. Yeah. Brain fart gone. I'm just gonna do it. I'm like I'm just like looking at it, losing my mind. James Gunn, yeah. And going to be good. Keeping mistyping. Which banana does it go to? Yeah. That's my answer. Yeah. I have no idea, dude. Fucking unbelievable. It's just very confusing. And I need to do two of them as well, so I've got to try and not lose track of my parts. which is very difficult because, you know, I'm starting to flag a little bit. But it's okay. It's okay. We're going to survive. We're going to do this. It's going to be good. Shit. Just drew around my finger. That was good. Right. And this. See, like that. I don't like doing that. I don't. Oh my. Thinking out loud, yet not thinking, is a real strange concept. Oh no. Oh. It shifted. I have to do real thick lines now so I know where I am. Right. Come on, you. Sorry, I know I'm not saying anything and I've gone completely non-interactive just there. It might help if you put the left on the left and the right on the right. Yeah, I know, but that's like, it goes like that. That's the problem. I'm also trying to space save because this is my last piece of foam. This is all I've got now. So yeah, I'm going to do 2 of these together so I know they're the bits that go in the opposite direction. I'm going to... Yeah, it's... That's the thing, because you're the first person that's come to me in a long time that's been interested in like a full suit commission. So I'm definitely very appreciative of you, dude. It is a passion project, definitely. And yeah, so like I've got no funds. This is totally like just I'm using what I've got left of everything. And that's it. Like there's no there's nothing else, you know. I'm not going to be able to buy in anything else towards this, so I'm just going to have to use what I've got and try and stretch it as best I can, which is what's happening, you know. When I run out of stuff, I'm just going to have to sort of sit on this project for a while until I have someone else like yourself come along. So I'm hoping that while I'm streaming yours, I get some interest. So that's pretty much how I plod on. Is I'll use your suit as like advertisement for more work type of thing. I get more interest from the work I'm doing, and then I get more commissions. I can make more content, and then I am just getting to a point where I'm going to be monetized properly on Facebook, of all places. So I'm going to be able to shift into a little bit more content creation and not have to rely on commissions as much. So I'm hoping that happens as well. One day when my son is old enough, I'm making him play through all the Halos. Once he's completed Lasso, he will get a suit. Right, so he's not getting it then. That's a definite way to like tighten the to never have to pay out, isn't it? So when I have every single achievement on Halo 3 and ODST and Reach, like all of them. I might have a couple of multiplayer ones I don't have on Reach, actually thinking about it, but I've 100%ed both those games, and I'm like 98% on Reach or something. And I've never done like lasso runs. I think I did Halo 2. Yeah, if you can believe that. I did Halo 2 back in the day on the original Xbox. And I did it with a friend, and it took us ages. We were doing it for days. I'm not kidding. Like, we did it for days. 360 and then all the achievements on them, but refused to play Halo 5. Yeah, because it's fucking terrible. Infinite was okay. Yeah. I just, yeah. We don't talk about 4 or 5 in this house. There is no Halo 4. There is no Halo 5. It just doesn't exist. You know? And yeah, I can't even forgive Halo Infinite for its sins either. I can't get into the games, dude. I'm gonna end up ranting again, and it upsets me now. I'm gonna take a short break because I need to get a drink and gather my thoughts. And also, I'm gonna put the fan on because it's fucking boiling in here now. And these headphones are falling apart, so I've got like bits of like spiky old bits of leather sticking in my ears, and it hurts. So I need to take this thing off and take a breather for a minute or two. So I will be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll get this cut out, and we'll do banana number 2 and 2. So BRB MFs. Okay, I'm back with the fan blowing, so I apologise for the noise that you most definitely will hear, but it's necessary. It's hot. I'm hot. Yeah, right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Notifications galore tonight. My word. Right. So the top one was it. This one. It was this one, wasn't it? Or did I do it the other way around? Oh no. Right, this is the bottom one. Yeah, that's the bottom one. That's the top. I started like top to bottom for some reason to confuse the shit out of my very abnormal brain. Why did I do this to myself? Okay. Right. So it needs to be the... Oh shit, where am I? Yeah, okay, so that side is the bit that's connecting, so it needs to have the angle on it. Careful everyone. Right. My word. Seriously though, if you need more customers, Helldivers 2 community on Facebook, yeah, they've pretty much got themselves sorted, dude. You should see the stuff you can get, like dirt cheap. Like dirt cheap. There's fucking legions of people doing Helldivers now because you can get an entire costume set up for about like 40 quid, which is like $47 US, and then shipping costs. But like I don't know who it is, but somewhere on something like Temu or fucking Wish or something, have done like a full costume, like, and it's cheap material, but it looks like the game, and you get like a plastic helmet and the fucking, it might be, I don't know if it's Etsy. No, it's like one of these sort of Chinese things going on. It might be a Chinese Etsy or something. I've got Mandalorian stuff actually, and Bob. I like saying Boba Fett. He gets just the right people very angry at me. Good old Bob. He's alright, he's Bob. But yeah, I've got some Star Wars stuff. Doing Arc Trooper set. That's an idea as well, yeah. The other thing as well is like trying to find the time to do it all, dude. But I mean, things are starting to look up. I've been, funnily enough, asked tonight about doing a marine helmet, and then just by coincidence, you've come back and you're still interested in that, and then we're talking about the keyblades as well. So yeah, I think things are hopefully going to be on the mend anyway, you know. So I'm not super hungry right now, if you know what I mean. I'm okay. I'm quite happy to just let things go the way they've been going, which is steady, you know. Yeah, I'd love to do the whole thing, but he's only after the helmet, which of course I'm happy to do. A few people in mind that would be interested in Halo Armor 2. Awesome, yeah. Let me know. Let them know. Oh god. Right. Sorry, I'm just concentrating. I'm not too worried because they don't need to be super neat because they're going to be covered in vinyl. Yeah, that's right. I think I'm gonna have to end soon because it's getting late. I don't know when they will be, but I know they're good for it. Yeah. Like I say, I'm in no rush. I'm feeling quite good about this at the moment. And things have a way of working themselves out. So, yeah, no rush, my dude. We'll keep in contact and carry on talking about everything, and I'll have a look into the keyblades for you tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm gonna knock it on the head, I think, because I'm starting to, like, my eyes are getting tired and I'm not really I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Not properly anyway. So yeah, thank you for watching, people, for chatting and dropping in and out and stuff. I really appreciate you. Loomis, very, very good to hear from you again. And yeah, I'll definitely give you a shout tomorrow. And I'll be doing this again tomorrow, so I'll see you then if you're watching. And thank you. Appreciate you all. Bye bye.